yet again. No, 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 you're driving me nuts. Time's up, I know, time's up. Oh, it was over 10 minutes, over 10 minutes. It's got to be under 10 minutes. It's got to be under 10 minutes or else. It's no big deal. It's just. And I got to do a ta-ta, not just a ta. A ta. A ta is a tap. It's a tap. And the ta-ta is a tap, tap, and tap again. That's important, okay? And that's what I do here. Now I do need to look at this. Otherwise, I can't be looking at you. Oh, I can't even. This drives me nuts. Okay, because everything's backwards, of course. I've got all these weird reflections to deal with. Oh, enough. Anyway, there. Do it this way. Up. See, we're 29 seconds into the new recording. When I hit the last one, I stopped the last one. You can see this was done. This was. Come on. Why can't I see with my finger? Oh, because it's not in the line of the camera. You see this one. Oh, this one ended at or started at 12:03, and then this one started at 12:13. You notice there's about it's a little under 10 minutes. And if you go back, you'll see I have a lot of those under 10 minutes, about 10 minutes. This one here is another one that's about 8 minutes between 11:54 and 12:03. I try to keep it under 10 minutes just because it makes it easier to post, like mechanically post, which I don't have it automated yet, or I don't have somebody working for me to do it, because for live radio it needs to be posted, every single fucking word. That's just a hypothesis that it needs to be. I'm not sure it does. But truly live radio, that's the way it would be. Even if we're talking about live radio that's offset by 24 hours, you know, it's coming out exactly a day later than it happened. That's live enough for me. And the idea of this is kind of thought-zack, like Muzak, gray noise that actually has something more than just lulling. I mean, Muzak is meant to be more like white noise. No, it's gray noise in the sense that it is actually meant to kind of take you along. White noise is to kind of just calm you down and just lower. Muzak has a little more to it. I don't really like Muzak. So here it is. I'm peddling Thought-Zack, which is, oh, just like music, but with your thoughts instead of music. So that sounds really interesting, doesn't it? Ha ha. No, actually, my hypothesis is this, that that if you had this kind of playing in the background while, say, you are, oh, I don't know, doing something a little bit tedious, bills, washing the dishes, you know, you might not actually be watching this, but it's on your computer. It could be, if you have wireless speakers or wired speakers throughout the house, you could conceivably have this going, and it would have something of the nature of Muzak or gray noise, meaning something that actually can have some meaning to you, but that you don't have to listen to. You know, it's sort of like like one of these news, these magazine radio shows where, you know, they go into lots of different things, and you feel like listening, you listen. If you don't feel like listening, you just zone it out. And the idea behind Thought-Zack is that it's less about content than about cataclysms, catalyzing. My hypothesis is that hearing my thought process will catalyze or encourage the spinning off of your own thought processes, whether in some sort of parallel way to my thought process or totally the opposite. You might think, God, what? That is the most stupid. Boy, I'm glad I'm not him. He just is so fucking obsessive about certain things. Let me think about how I can be obsessive about how I'm different, you know? I'm obsessive that way instead of this way. Or, oh, I'm not obsessive at all. I am absolutely not obsessive. I've never been obsessive. I do not obsess about anything whatsoever. Ever, you know? I only do this for fun. I do get obsessive. But I'm not being obsessive now. I'm just having fun. That's all. Just having fun. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Lots your uncle. You know, I used to think the guy who did that was Terry Gilliam. But it's another Monty Python guy. Really, for all years and years, I thought Terry Gilliam was this guy. The same guy who always look on the bright side of life. Oh! Life's a piece of shit when you think of it. That's always look on the bright side of death, right? Life's a piece of shit when you think of it. And death's the final curtain call, and that's all. I don't know, something like that. Kiss your ass and bye. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Monty Python. But the wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Pops your uncle. Yeah, this guy comes into a waiting room, train station waiting room or something. The first class, sort of more private, Here's this man reading his newspaper. Who might be Terry Gilliam for all I know. It's the other guy who I used to think was Terry Gilliam, and he comes in and he starts to talk, and it starts to sound like he's really intelligent, except he doesn't really ever finish a sentence, and it's like you don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And then every once in a while he goes, yeah, and so, you see, but Bob's your uncle. The guy with the newspaper, he's this straight guy. Getting more and more like, oh, what am I gonna do with this guy? This guy is beyond my sense of what a human being should be. And let me get the hell out of here. I don't want to embarrass myself. What? And then there's I need to tell you something. Nudge, nudge. Pops your uncle. Saying, and there was the thing. And so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. I've got to stop this. I've got to stop. If I keep going like this forever and ever, I mean, what will happen? What will happen? What will happen? What do you think? What will happen if you keep going on the way you're going? It's a good thing or it's a bad thing? Probably both, right? Probably some of the things you keep going. Good job. Keep going. Other things, you know what? If you keep doing that, you're going to die. Still, never, always doing that same thing that gets you into trouble, or not doing the thing. It's like, I wish I had just done that, and that. I make a lot of mistakes on a daily basis. Put my foot in my mouth, get in trouble. Went to jail last week. 16 hours. Oh, that was interesting. I'm not sorry about that. I made mistakes along the way, but I'm not sorry I did it. I decided I wasn't going to give my ID. That's all. I just wasn't going to do it. The next time it happened, and it happened at, all of a sudden it happened. It's like, boom, oh shit, here I am. And I thought I did an okay job. Tell the guy, no, I don't need to show you my ID unless you can arrest me, or I'm going to get on the train, which is coming right now. And I'm going to go home, and I promise I will not bother anybody, and I'm just going to go home to go sleep. Walk into the train, the doors close, and Miss Agent Smith, and by the way, his name it still is, police officer John, I believe is his first name, very unusual name, and his last name happens to be the same as Agent Smith's. And you look, okay, just beware. I am going to show you now I'm not going to show you my private parts, but just beware. You are going to see my underpants, and you might even see some kind of, indication of something or other, but no, this is what I want to show you. It's a little hard to do. There, I want to show you this. Look, it's really there. This, here, this, right here. Here. I don't know how well you can see it in the light. And then this one over here. These are bruises, man. They are bruises. By that guy. And I got to stop because I'm running out of time. Bye.